Thought I'd show you a little bit of what I do to clean up the sawmill. These two things are really all you need. And if you're not sawing a lot, now this is not going to the people who saw 8 hours a day, 5-6 days a week. This is the hobby sawyer who saws, you know, maybe a couple logs every day, so on and so forth. Right now it's July. Down here in the south, all these pine logs, they done got hot, they'll shed their bark. That's what all this is. Pretty much you can take this scoop right here. It's just I get the metal scoop. This is a Cobalt from Lowe's. And you can scoop some of this pine bark up or just grab it by hand. It's not that hard. You can, as you can tell, just scoop it up a little bit right there. It's hard to do one-handed, but you get the point. Carry it over here, throw it out. I throw mine out right there. I pack it into the ground. You can see the ruts where the tractor is. I tried throwing slabs out there to knock some of the ruts down. It ain't working real good. I'm going to, sorry about the hideous noise on the metal there and concrete, but I'm probably going to take the tractor and clean up a lot of them slabs as they work their way back up. And like these pieces out here, I'm finna start carrying them to the scrap pile. But you can do that. And then the other thing, if you just sawing a few logs at a time, like me right now, I'll saw maybe 2 or 3 of those, not these cants on front, but the logs in the pile. I cut them in half or so. I'm sawing like 12-foot stuff to build shoot houses and all out of. And then I'm gonna take these cants and they're gonna make all like 1x12s, 1x3s, or 3/4 by 12s, or 3/4 by 3s. When I run out of them, I'll use that. But anyways, if you're just sawing a few, you can come over here and just grab it by hand, you know. This trash underneath here, I haven't cleaned it up. It's a decent amount of bark. I'm probably not gonna clean it up real good because I'm gonna pull this sawmill out of here to go do a mobile job probably this next week. But get you one of these DeWalt XR. I get the XR in everything. If I say DeWalt, get XR. XR is way better. One of these leaf blowers, get you a good battery. That one's got 2 bars on it. It takes no time. If you'll do this every day, or say I was sawing wide open kind of underneath here, wide open for me, come lunchtime, just clean up once a day. It's fixing to get loud. I'm gonna turn it on. You probably can't hear me, but this is really how long it takes to blow the dust and all out. And I mean, you're pretty much done. I mean, yeah, I got a blow underneath here. But as you can tell, it blows out real easy. And as you can see, most of the dust is over here now. But if you wasn't moving your mill, just reach underneath there and grab it every day. You know, if you're, again, not running it as a full-on business, if you don't let it pile up, it's not too bad. I see people, they'll saw for a whole week, 2 weeks. You know, they'll have 40 to 80, 120 hours on it. And the bark will literally be this tall underneath here. They'll clean around it. Yeah, my arm got bent too on a mobile job. Idiot loaded the logs up, shoved it off in there and bent it. I'm gonna bend that back around. But anyways, you know, all this stuff will be moving, and just where it moves, there won't be nothing, but everything else, I got a buddy, he's got a sawmill, or it's his cousin's, and it'll be piled up that deep. And they don't never clean it out, but you can take that leaf blower and blow it out in no time. And it don't take no time to do. I keep my walk area, I try to keep it clean. We just cleaned all this up, but yeah, just I don't like walking over all this sawdust, and then it get ground into your concrete and it get wet and it's hard to get up and all that. But keep your area fairly clean and it'll be a whole lot easier to clean up. Just a little FYI for folks, get you a good battery powered leaf blower. You can blow the whole mill off. I have an air compressor and all and I got it compressed, you know, with a little wand thing, and you can stick it up and blow all this out. I blew my mill off, but I didn't blow all this off. As you can, I don't get what I'm trying to say is I don't get every area every single time, but I try to blow my mill off every day or every other time I saw. Like if I'm gonna saw today and then saw tomorrow, I'm gonna saw every day this week. I try to blow mine off when I get done at the end of the day, because with my life, I may think I'm gonna saw Monday and then Tuesday, I'm gonna saw all week. Well, somebody can call me Monday evening, I quit sawing at lunchtime. I'm using this as an example. I quit sawing at lunchtime, and then somebody called me that evening and I don't get back up here for a week, and I don't want to do that. It literally takes 5 minutes to blow your mill off, blow the concrete off around it, and you know, every 10 logs or so, again, if you're not sawing a lot, clean that stuff out from under. If you're sawing big logs also, I mean, if you're sawing 10-inch stuff, yeah, you can get by with way more. But the other thing I do whenever they're shedding bark like that, if you'll take your tractor and you'll pick them up with the forks and drop them out here, just pick them up, you know, 8 foot, whatever's safe with your tractor, and let them roll off the forks and boom, hit the ground. It'll knock a lot of the bark off, and it'll knock the mud off and everything else. Then scoop them up again, bring them up here, and you'll have a whole lot less bark on it than that, you know, because for 3 or 4 logs, that's not a lot of bark, and I promise I have not cleaned the bark out. I mean, yes, if there's a big sheet of bark, I'll grab it and throw it off, you know, if I see it or whatever, but I have not done a clean on it. As you can tell, you see bark laying out there. As you roll the logs, it'll fall off and get hung up and all that kind of stuff, and that's where that comes from. But keep your mills clean. You want to keep them clean. If you let sawdust and all build up on that hydraulic fitting there, or any hydraulic fitting, it will the stuff in the dust will eat that metal up, and you'll be replacing it. If you'll just keep it clean, your mill will last way longer. Same way with your axles and wheels and all that. A little sawdust here or there, you see it on mine, I mean, that's fine. You know, blow it off. You know, you don't want to leave that little bit forever, or it'll rust it up too. But in there, down in that, you know, keep it all clean, because it'll eat your wheels out. It'll rust your whole machine up. Now, will it do it in 1 year? No, probably not. But over 10, 20 years, if you want this machine to last your lifetime, if you're 20, 30 years old, you buy it and you're like, I don't saw enough, I'm never going to buy another mill, or hope to never buy another mill, you got to keep it clean, or you'll be buying new wheels and hydraulic hoses and all that. As you can tell, these hydraulic hoses, it's got bark and all on it. Well, when they're moving, it's gonna be rubbing and everything. And you don't want that, it'll eat it up. Or you could get something down in there. There's bark on them fittings in there. Well, if it's so full of bark you can't tell, and there's a chunk of wood like this gets wedged down in there, you know, something sort of like that, and it's longer and a log falls on it, it could break your lines. You know, that's why I'm trying to give you the little piece of advice. Keep your machine clean, it'll make it last longer. I don't see people talk about that a lot. You'll see people on videos that either their mill is real clean or their mill is piled up. And the ones who run it all the time, they clean it. And if you run your mill every week, you know, 30, 40 hours a week, 20, 30, 40 hours a week, whatever, a lot of people clean on Saturdays. Big mills around here, come Saturday, they call the people in, you know, and they'll work till lunchtime. And the job is to clean and maintain the mill. And I would recommend, if you have one of these mills and you're running it 30, 40, 50 hours a week, come in on Saturday, change your oil in it. You know, if you got a gas engine and all, you know, change your oil in it, grease it, whatever you got to do, change your wheel belts out, you know, whatever maintenance items you need to do, clean your roller bearings, you know, all that it'll do. Grease anything, check all your dust collection, make sure everything's clean, clean your sawdust pile back, you know, which if you're sawing that many hours a week, you're gonna have to clean it back more than that, or you're gonna have to have it way further out, you know. But even if you're small, do it. If you use it, just clean it. Even underneath my nice shed here, I don't want to leave sawdust on here cause of dew. Yes, dew don't really fall on it, but I'm in the south and the humidity's so high, this stuff will get sticky in the morning and not move around. It's lunchtime now and it's 90 something degrees, but just do preventative maintenance, keep everything clean. You don't want all this stuck to it. I have mud stuck on it right here, where the last time we hauled it, last weekend I think it was, I had trouble getting it on the ball of the truck, and a buddy was there and I was jumping on the back of it to give a little counterweight. I can stand on the back here and somebody can pick up on the tongue and it'll go in. The machine's that well balanced. I'm 200 pounds, and if you do that, somebody can pick up a lot easier. But anyways, just get you a leaf blower, get you a big scoop, keep your machine cleaned out every day. At least keep it cleaned off, and then clean out underneath it, you know, at least once a week, and it'll prolong the life of your machine. Anyways, if you like the information, let me know about it, and I'll try to make more important information on a sawmill. See you on the next one.